This is our performance standard evaluation video for environmental measurement, and I'm Tyler Kelly.
I'm Serena Berg.
And I'm Caroline McCulloch.
And the first test we're going to do is pH. So how we do pH is, the first thing we do, we turn the instrument on, and we make sure we have full battery. And in this instrument, our battery is full, which is great. The second thing we do is clear the standards in the pH meter, which is done for us now. The next step we do is clean this with distilled water before putting it into our known pH solutions. The first known pH solution we're going to start off with for the calibration is the pH of 4. We're going to put our probe into the pH of 4 and hit calibrate. We're going to wait for a few minutes to let the pH stabilize. Once stabilized, we will click hold and then calibrate in the known pH solution of 7.
Is that 4?
We are. Now it's calibrated for the pH of 4. But before going to number 7, we're going to rinse with distilled water. Again, we're going to put our probe into the pH of 7 and hit calibrate. We're going to let it stabilize. And we're going to click hold. And before going to pH number 10, we're going to rinse with distilled water once again. And we're going to go into the known solution of number 10. Again, we're going to calibrate for solution 10. We're going to let it adjust. And now we'll be able to use the pH probe to get an unknown pH in our water sample. Now that the calibration is done, we're going to rinse with distilled water. And we are going to triple rinse our PET 500 with tap water. So we have some tap water here that we're going to figure out the pH of. So the pH probe is cleaned with distilled water. We're going to set the probe in about 3 centimeters down, and we're going to stir and wait for the pH. Our battery died in our video camera, but we still got full battery in our pH meter. And we're at the step of reading our tap water after calibrating the instrument, triple rinsing our PET 500, and now we have a pH of 7.06 at 18.5 degrees Celsius, and that's for our tap water. So now, once we're done and we've recorded that number, we're going to take our pH meter, rinse well with distilled water, and we're going to cap the probe for protection and shut the instrument off. And that's how you do pH.
So the next piece of equipment we are going to use is the Lamont colorimeter. So first you're going to take your 2 vials and you're going to rinse them with distilled water. Is it even on me right now, Tyler?
I believe so, yeah.
Caroline? And make sure to rinse the caps too. Just like that. And then you're going to fill one of the vials with 10 milliliters of distilled water. This is going to be your blank. Oh, that's perfect. Nailed it. Now that you have your sample, you can turn on the machine. You could do it before too, but. When it comes to Smart 2, you press enter. On the main menu, it says testing menu, you press enter. Testing menu, you choose all tests. Then, from all tests, you go down until you see 051, which is iron. And you press enter. Then you're going to take your blank and you're going to Kim wipe it before putting it into the machine. Close the lid and press enter. Now that the blank is scanned, you can pull it out and you're done with that. In the second vial, you're going to fill it with 10 milliliters of distilled water.
Of tap water, not distilled.
Of tap, yeah. Perfect. Then you're going to open up the iron box. Sounded funny. You're going to put iron reagent number 1 in using the 0.5 milliliter pipette. Perfect. And then you're just going to shake it and mix it up.
For how long?
You just shake it and mix it. I messed up. And then you're going to open it back up and you're going to put iron number 2 powder in. You're only going to put 0.1 grams using the scoop. That cap just broke off, guys.
Oh, whoa.
Yep. Whoa was right. Then you're going to shake it vigorously for 30 seconds. Except it's leaking.
I'm a timing.
Alright. Yeah, Steve, the iron number 2 powder lid just broke off into 2. We did not do it. Just gotta make that clear, guys.
I'm just this going after.
Yeah. That's dangerous.
Yeah, that was 3 seconds.
Alright, and then you're gonna let it sit for 3 minutes. As you can see, it already changed a light pink color. Now that we've let it set for 3 minutes, we are going to put it into the colorimeter without mixing it.
Kim White.
Good call. I would have been mad. And there we go. Close it and press enter. This will give you your reading. So it's 0.51 ppm. After you have taken the reading and recorded it, you take the vial that has the iron mixture in it, and you put it into the waste bucket.
What's the proper way?
Yep.
Show that.
You can then turn off the machine, pack your stuff up, and make sure to rinse both the vials before putting them away. Woo. Can you go get another distilled water, please? Just give us a second. Thank you. Did you see that come at the top?
Yep. Vigorous cleaning going on here.
Yeah. Alright. And then I'm just going to Kim wipe them again so they're not going in wet. Then you put it into the vials, into the spaces where they fit, and you unplug the colorimeter, make sure it's off, and you wrap the cord. I really don't feel like doing this when my hands are off. Unplug the thing. Put it into its slot, put the colorimeter in. Oh, the book. Don't forget the book. And there you go. That is how you use the colorimeter to test iron.
So for this test, we're going to be doing the conductivity meter, YSI model 30. So your first step is to ensure that the electrode and the cable are properly installed. So we're going to do a physical inspection of everything that we've got here before we even turn the instrument on. Everything looks like it's all in order. Secondly, we will turn it on. It's a good step. And then now we are going to find our specific conductance mode. So, lo and behold, we are already on it.
How do you know?
And we know this because the C is flashing for degrees Celsius, and we are in microsiemens for our units. So, we are going to take our PET 500 and fill up a sample of water. So we're going to do the triple rinse. Bottle, 1, 2. And third rinse. So then we're going to fill up. Get a good amount in there so that the probe will fit. So now we will take out the probe. And we don't have a holder strap on here, but that's okay. So now we insert the probe into our sample, and we have to submerge it all the way up to the cable or deeper at all times. So we're going to be bobbing the meter up and down, trying not to hit the bottom, like we're jigging for fish. So, gotta be a little patient here. We gotta wait for the readings to stabilize. So that's gonna take some time. So we always have to make sure that the probe is completely submerged during the testing. Otherwise, you're not gonna get the proper reading. temperature seems to be stable at 18.9 degrees Celsius. It's not really changing. Give it another couple seconds. Alrighty, looks like we're good. So our conductivity reading is 515 microsiemens per ounce. So now, take the probe out and we're going to rinse it with distilled water. If you could pass me that. Thank you. Rinse it out, nice and thoroughly. Make sure you get the probe on the other side. Okay. We're going to insert the probe back into the meter and turn it off. And that's about it.
Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is dissolve oxygen using a titration kit and the dissolved oxygen meter. First, we're gonna distill everything first. And then, I don't want to turn this the wrong way. Should have seen Evan, you got splashed with it.
Okay, so now we're gonna,
Triple rinse.
our samples.
Two. I can turn this down a bit. That's up, that's up. I hate this tap.
Okay, so now we're going to be filling it up basically at the same time, just to show that this is what would happen in the field. And we're doing it to overflowing, okay? Yeah, overflowing, and that's when you cap it. Try and make sure that there's no air in your sample. And I'm soaked.
Pretty soaked. Okay, so first off, we're gonna uncap this. We're gonna add 8 drops of magnesium sulfate. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? And then 8 drops of, can't read it, potassium. Sure.
Potassium what?
Alkaline potassium, sorry. And then you're gonna cap it and let it mix.
Don't you do that?
Yep.
It's turning a nice orangey brown color. Beauty.
And then you're gonna add was it 0.1?
Like 1 gram.
0.1 gram of sulfamic acid. Oh, can you uncap that for me, please? Cap and mix. I got it. Excuse me.
So we're doing this until it dissolves.
It's like an apple juice color.
So
Alright, and then we're going to take this. This is now our fixed sample, so opening it up and pouring some out will not change the state of it. You're going to pour it into the little mini flask of the 20 milliliter line.
Hey, bang on.
No.
Oh, meniscus.
There.
Why are you so good at that?
I don't know. Tap it, and then you're going. That was really gross. To fill the titration tube with thiosulfate.
So we're pulling it all the way down.
You're going to add it in 1 drop at a time until this color turns to a soft yellow or a very
Faint yellow?
faint, that's the word. One more? A few more?
A few more. Let's do- Hold it up to like white.
Well, you can put it to paper, but that's really yellow, so.
Continuous.
It's like a strawberry. Again, one more.
One more.
Yeah?
Yes, that's good.
Alright. And you're taking off the full cap. And then you're going to add 8 drops of starch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jeez, that one dropped a lot. You recap it. Mix it. And then you're going to want this to turn clear. Done.
Okay, now we're gonna record how much we put in there.
So 8.2, 8.4, 8.6.
Sounds good.
8.6 is how much thiosulfate put into there. That's your turn. Alright, and that's how you do the titration of the DO. Now you're going to use the 8.6 that we got from this to calibrate to the DO meter there. And make sure you pour the remains into the waste bucket.
And not down the sink.
Do not put it down the sink.
Okay, so now we're going, since we know what the DO is for this sample, we're going to calibrate the DO meter. So, first step is you want to check out the physical condition of the meter before you even turn it on. So let's take a look. Make sure everything's plugged in, not broken. I'm going to take out the probe. Thank you. out the physical condition of the probe. Want to make sure everything's in working order, otherwise your sampling will be useless. Okay. Want to make sure that it's not cloudy or dirty. Want to make sure that there is KCl inside. There we go. Oops. Really delicate. Looks good.
That's full to the top.
Full to the top, indeed. Put it all back together. And rinse it with the stills. It's all good. Here. Alrighty. That's when you're going to want to turn your instrument on. Okay. So to calibrate, you're going to press and hold both the up and down arrow at the same time, and click enter, which is an arrow. And you're going to want to go to milligrams per liter. Oh, shoot. And we're going to calibrate for our number, which was 8.6. Shoot. What happened? Okay, we're going to do that again. You guys too hasty with the button pressing. It is off and then on. Up and down arrows at the same time for calibration mode. Enter.
Change it from percent to milligrams.
I know, but I have to click enter first. Oh no, you're totally right.
What are you doing? Just change it. There you go.
And then enter.
Yes.
After you hit milligrams per liter.
Yes. It's 8.6. What do you mean?
8.6, enter. Salt is at 0 because we have fresh water. Alright, so now we're going to open up our sample. Just going to do it in the sink. Alright, put the DL probe in.
Stick a little beer. Why not?
And we're going to be continuously mixing it to get a proper reading.
You want to keep on stirring probe at 1/2 foot per second.
It's pretty fast. I got this. So you're going to want to do this until your reading stabilizes.
Well, the temperature is 21.3 degrees Celsius. It hasn't changed. Some serious forearm muscles from this.
stabilize on it. I would say 7.70 milligrams per liter.
You could say that, but it wouldn't be accurate. For a split second, I just went up to 8 from 7 to 8. Seven point 57. Never mind, disrupted you. What? I don't know what it's doing, it's like jumping all over the place.
Well, try to be consistent here. We did this in the chem lab too, and we had to stand around for so long.
That's what I think of the readers. I think we found it. 7.40.
Nice. Okay. So now, once you're done with that, you're gonna want to rinse it with distilled water thoroughly.
So our temperature is 21.3 degrees. Okay, totally forget what we're doing.
7.40
7.40.
milligrams per liter. And you're going to want to turn off your meter, put the probe back in, make sure that it's moist inside. You usually hear when water comes out the other end. And run.
We are finished.